Hello everyone. How are we doing? Looking good? Looking very good. I see. Yes. Okay, cool. There's a little bit of a delay. I was kind of waiting for that, but yeah, it's not a Will Pottorff art stream if there weren't any bizarre technical malfunctions going into it, but hey, we're going to stay positive. I'm here with Deanna Burke. She's currently eating a quesadilla.
Hello.
Off the mic right now.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, honey.
I love you too.
I love you so much, dear. I love everything in this room, and I love Inktober. I'm bringing in a good energy, you know, just not a tired energy, but a good energy. So we're gonna kind of keep that in mind going forward with our Inktobers. Now, I set up this stream today for a big hangout Inktober kind of catch-up party. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a fun catch-up party where I've been working on my Inktober for the month. Actually, here it is so far, looking pretty solid so far. But hey, don't be overwhelmed because I'm gonna do a quick Inktober just based off off a really quick drawing I did based off a real life nightmare I had, and we're just gonna play around with that. So here we go. I'm just gonna get right into it. I got my brushes right here. I get this one I just cleaned. It's a white sable round brush, pointed. Once again, our Dr. P.H. Martin's ink. Make sure you got that. Got our Strathmore mixed media gray tone paper. And folks, I already poured a little ink, so let's rock and roll. We're gonna just get into it. All right. Here we go. How many people watching in tonight, Deanna?
Looks like there's 4 people here.
4 people? I love it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for kind of tuning in. I'm trying my best to bring high energy.
Oh, there are some chats.
There's some chats. All right. Let's go to the chats.
Odd Drummer Gaming, sorry. Num, 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 num. Hey, Will, it's me, Hellion Edmund.
Hey, Edmund. How's it going, man?
What are your thoughts on Jake Parker? Please be as controversial as possible. Looks dope.
Ooh, thank you. That's actually a wonderful, Edmund. It's good to hear from you, friend. And that's a wonderful jumping off point for why I'm doing, well, this year I made the active decision of, I'm not doing the Inktober prompts because that's the thing about Jake Parker. I will get a little controversial, so here we go. I just, quite frankly, rather annoyed that, well, first off, I was annoyed years ago when I heard about the thing of, hey, he wanted to copyright, or was it? He wanted to patent the term Inktober, the hashtag Inktober, which I was like, hey, all right, I'm pretty sure you don't have ownership over that sort of thing. And second, well, the bigger thing, really, the whole reason I'm boycotting. I'm sorry, I'm rambling here. Well, mainly because he kind of stole his book from a artist of color, which Did
he do that though?
I mean, we've also, me and Deanna have discussed this, where it is just that thing of the similarities are so jarring.
They're not though.
But between the thing, the way it the structured and stuff, it is a little because I've seen the videos back to back. Have you watched the videos, hon?
Yeah, I watched portions of the videos. I skipped towards the comparisons.
I get you. I watched the full thing. They were long and admittedly I don't know. I just was I didn't feel comfortable with that. I don't know. I was just you know what? I don't want to be a part of this thing personally. I was So I decided to do my own Inktober this...
Ben Davis says, don't you mean an artist who colors?
Ah! Well, technically he is a black artist who mainly uses ink, so he uses no color in his work. So... But he is a person of color. A POC.
You can do letters.
You could do letters. That's the thing. Send your letters. But no, that's why I'm doing my own Inktober this year. That's why I'm doing, I'm combining my 31 days of horror movies with my Inktober. So hence, that's why I'm doing, if you want to see it again, the big old horror piece I'm doing actually. So fitting in. Actually, that's the fun thing about this piece too. It's one half of it, one of two. So I've got a whole other big piece of paper of Inktober prompts that I'm going to be doing on that. So a bunch of all the... but you could follow along and ink along at home. Well, that's the thing with that. That's the fun thing about doing it with like the movies and stuff is the fact that like you could either ink along with those prompts and do something from them, or like you can just watch the movies. I don't know, and just hang. And that's kind of what we'll be doing. It's also my first year ever doing like a 31 days of Halloween. Officially.
Of which I can't sit still for most of them.
Oh, you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing. You have a hard time, like, Deanna has a hard time sitting down for most movies. I'm genetically disposed. Was it genetically What?
I don't know.
I don't know either, actually.
Why are you doing this to me right now?
I don't know. We're both very tired. We've been doing, like, 2 a.m. kind of stay up hangout fests that I think are rotting our brains.
A little bit.
Yeah. I also was just getting kind of flustered trying to get the stream going before.
Oh, so Ben Davis says predisposed.
Predisposed.
Okay.
I'm genetically predisposed.
But JP
Thank you.
says, I love that you were doing a big sort of collage type draw.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't speak.
It's okay.
Drawtober thing instead of a whole bunch of little ones.
That's the thing. I've decided to do that. Like, this is my second year attempting to do that because I feel like, well, first off, I don't want to do the Inktober prompts, like just the generic stand. I went into that. Not a fan of Jake Parker. Sorry.
I don't know.
We can get into it more, but like, but the main point I'm trying to make is like, I do like the idea of doing like an Inktober, but just like a big piece, like do one big piece and just kind of build off it. Because honestly, I've got a lot of work like in, and that's the thing for anyone viewing right now who wants to join in and do an Inktober. It's like, it's very taxing. It's very taxing to do an individual piece every day, especially if you're got other artwork you got to do, or like you have a life, you have like a day job, you're exhausted, so I do like the thing of, hey, having you're doing one big piece, just one big piece. And
drummer gaming says I am not an artist.
Hey, well, that's okay, honestly. Like, thanks for hanging out and stuff. We're also just gonna hang out and talk about movies and all that jazz, like the movie All That Jazz. Directed by Bob Fosse. He did musicals. Like All That Jazz. And Star 80. We watched Star 80 the other night. That was a lot of fun. That's kind of like a horror film.
See, my
anyway,
thoughts
sorry.
are, he's an artist trying to make a living.
Jake Parker.
Jake Parker.
Right.
I'm not necessarily upset that he tried to copyright Inktober as a hashtag. That makes sense.
All right.
Even though it's kind of a dick move. JP says, I always drop out after 5 pieces or so. I might do one big piece for next year.
That's the thing. I'd like, just to finish that thought off, where it's just like, oh yeah, I do feel like doing the one big piece and doing like little aspects of it and collaging it, it just is like economically, for someone who is like, has a lot of stuff on their plate, I think it is better. Because I'm also too, what's the word? I'm just going to go with stupid to plan out like a whole month of these in advance. So, I have way too little focus for that. Sorry. But, Deanna, you're...
say welcome to I think there were like 3 new arrivals.
Oh, well, welcome. Thanks for coming in, folks. Yeah.
We had a total of 6 people.
Oh, wow.
So, hello and welcome.
Welcome to the art stream. Well, you know who I am. Honestly, like, but I don't think you know the voice talking over there. It's Deanna Burke, everybody. Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah, today, like I said, we're doing an Inktober catch-up, and we're also...
D. Clancy says hi.
Hey, D. Clancy. Yeah, we're just kind of like, we're talking movies. We're talking Jake Parker. Just finish your thought, though, honey, because you were on a good tear.
Yeah, let me just pop this...
Deanna is currently having a Storm Along cider, while I am enjoying a Jack's Abbey Cloak and Dagger. It's a smoky lager, and it is refreshing. Let me just take a little sip from my Freddy.
Hi, Edmund. Hi, D. Clancy. Hi, JP.
Hi, JP. Hi, hey, Edmund.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Welcome down to the ranch.
The ranch of studio.
The studio of ranch.
Anyway, Dana and I had my friend Dana Robinson. She does shuttle press and bindery.
She's also a fantastic
she's a graphic
illustrator.
Designer. She's an illustrator. Love her work. She and I were having a long discussion about it. With the comparisons that we both looked at, we were on a call at the same time. They weren't, at least from. I'm having a calm lavender lemonade. That's nice. That sounds way better than what I'm drinking right now.
Yeah, don't knock the Storm Along, honey. They could be a sponsor someday.
I shouldn't be drinking more alcohol. That's the thing.
Well, that's fair.
But anyway, ADHD, got it, in check. The comparison shots just look like any standard. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for me to sit there and go, I'm not going to convict the guy. Because a lot of the techniques in there were techniques that are taught across the board. They're in Loomis, like Andrew Loomis books. They're in all sorts of... If you pick up an inking book, I can almost guarantee you're going to find something very similar. In fact, I did my own research. I went through books and found spreads similar. Let's see. What is it? Creative Illustration by Andrew Loomis.
That is fair.
Which is old. It's an old book. So I can't just say Jake Parker ripped him off because, frankly, it all kind of looks generic.
Yeah, well, fair enough. I saw from my perspective, I saw one too many because I agree with everything you're saying, because you're my fiance. But also because,
Bull.
Both, yeah.
No.
Wait.
B-U-L-L.
B-O... What?
It's bull. Of course you don't believe me.
Wait, it's bull? Ay. No, I do. Like,
anyway.
But it is that thing of, I don't know, for my own... What's up?
Sorry, Ben Davis says, less Andrew Loomis, more Dr. Loomis.
All right, fair enough. Oh. Well, you know what? We can also just end that conversation.
Finish your thought.
Well, all right, fair enough. I just, personally, it was too close for comfort for me, and I just didn't appreciate it. I don't know. I don't like getting into those, like, controversy kind of things, but at the same time, this is one as, like, an illustrator that I was like, yeah, that's too close to home for me, and especially nowadays, I was like, yeah, you know what?
The problem is that if you isolate and become polarized, as we're seeing in our politics right now, it doesn't help anyone.
No, you're probably right.
And if you right off the bat, without much evidence other than what you're seeing from the opposite party, which frankly we don't know anything about their relationship or what their workflow is like. We know nothing else other than these couple of videos and whatever statement Jake Parker's made on his Facebook or whatever it is. There's nothing that we can really say about it without making a judgment call that is uneducated, I guess.
Well, you know what? Fair enough.
That's not fair. I mean, that's not fair, and we shouldn't ostracize somebody when we really don't know all the facts. You know? We shouldn't be doing that.
Well, fair enough. And you know what? That is actually a great point. But I will say this about Jake Parker, I think he's a lousy tipper.
How do you know that?
I'll just say it right there. You know what?
How on earth do you know that?
You know what? Fine. I can't substantiate any of the other things I've heard about Jake, but I'll just say this right now. I don't think he's very warm with his hugs. So there,
But how do you know that?
I'm just saying it, Hey, we're inking tonight. Yeah, welcome to Inktober.
Welcome to Inktober.
Yeah,
Inktober, that's not really Inktober.
Stop yelling at me. Anyway,
We're not doing real Inktober. It's a little different Inktober. It's not Inktober.
It's not Inktober, but it's still Inktober. As long as you're inking every day, it's still Inktober.
It's a copyright phrase.
Look, Inktober is in your heart. It's and also on the page and in the ink. Okay,
You know what Alex said?
What is Alex saying right now?
Alex Williams. No, he didn't say it right now. He said Promptober.
Oh yeah, Promptober. There you go. It's
so
a better.
If the guy's gonna copyright Inktober, use Promptober.
There you go. Take back the hashtags, America. There's a fly on Pence's head. Deal with it.
Thank you, Alex Williams.
Thank you, Alex Williams. But yeah, no. Well, look, it's either way. It's given me a great excuse to watch and draw from 31 horror films this month, and that's what we've been doing. And that's what I've been doing, watching 31 horror films, and it has been fantastic thus far. I'm up to day 8. Which on the list was Christine, which I just finished downstairs. Fantastic movie.
Great movie.
Yeah, it's like the first.
It's kind of the weirdest concept, but
I mean, it's not too well. I guess so. It is like a murderous car.
it's a ghost car.
It's not a ghost car
It's
because
a ghost car.
it's a Satan car. It's definitely.
All right, is that any better?
Was that?
A demon car? Is that any better?
I think so. I think there's a little bit of weight in there, you know? And when it's the devil's riding around, if it's a ghost car, it's like, I don't really care that much.
Possessed car?
Possessed car. I'm going to shout this out right now. I'm a big horror guy, as you can tell.
How would we know that, Will?
I don't know Deanna Burke. I have no clue how people would figure out that I am deep into horror stuff. Check out.
Ben Davis says it's that one episode of Futurama.
It is that one episode of Futurama where there is a literal devil car that they have to kill with a silver potato.
What?
It's a good episode. But
Futurama.
I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm not a huge ghost guy.
Oh.
I've never been a ghost. Like I like Poltergeist and I like a few ghost stories, but
Before we get into that topic, because I could talk forever about it.
Oh yeah. We have a question.
Odd Drummer Gaming says, can non-artists do any iteration of Inktober? And I absolutely say yes.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Because the whole point of the challenge, which is why it was so brilliant, was to take what you want as you want a daily skill. Like, you want the skill to... Sorry, I'm going to restart that.
Okay.
Bear with me. All right.
I will beer with you. Speaking of which.
So it's a daily challenge because as a working artist, you should be drawing every day. But in addition to that, if you are not a working artist and you're not an artist at all, drawing every day is going to help you get better. So the point is, you draw every day, you get better. If you want to become a better illustrator, someone who draws, an artist, anything like that, doing something every day for at least an hour is actually helpful. So, and it's encouraged. So yeah, if you don't draw, but you want to start drawing, just try it out. Like, use a ballpoint pen.
Well,
and you can definitely do Inktober.
Well, to that thing too, I think you said before Promptober. Maybe write a short paragraph every day about something that I don't know.
So artists don't span just with 2D creations on paper. They are performance artists. They're anybody who makes a thing. So pieces of writing, sculpture, even, I don't know, some people call scientists artists, depending on how, you look at it. JP says, get those 10,000 hours in. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Any skill you want to do, they say you should do 10,000 hours and you're an expert or something?
You're a master.
Quote, master.
You master a thing at 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
That's why.
And it doesn't have to be all at the same time or within a period of time. It literally can happen 1 hour a day.
No, 1 hour a day is solid. What was I gonna say though? I'm kind of
But anyway,
all
you were
over the
talking
place.
about ghosts.
Oh yeah, right. What was I saying about that? Yeah, not a huge ghost guy. All right, I do like some ghost movies, but I'm always a little. And this was me growing up too. I was very I don't get it. Just leave the house. I never there was always that aspect to those movies like when I was a kid. Nowadays, I'm like, I get it, where it's like, no, they paid a lot for that mortgage, dude. I'm not. They're not leaving that place. You know what I mean?
No, you live with those ghosts.
Yeah, you live with that. Okay.
D. Clancy says 10K hours straight through, no breaks.
Oh yeah.
That's my life, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to get it all done. That's how you master being a master. Oh my god. Do you do 10,000 of 10,000 hours? Is that even possible?
10,000. What is that?
I don't know.
Folks, if you could do the math for us really quick. 10,000.
Wait. How many hours in a year? Let me do this.
Okay, 10,000 hours.
So anyway, keep talking about ghosts and I'll do the math.
All right, fair enough. That's basically it, though. I've never really been huge into them.
That ghosts were my life.
I know you love ghosts. You have had, like, more ghost Zach Baggins experiences than I have in my life, that's for sure.
In 1 year, there's only 8,760 hours.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, like 10,000 hours is like a year and some change, basically.
It's 1.141553 hours or years. It's 1. Oh boy.
That's a lot of ones, son.
It's just over a year.
Just over a year. That's 10,000 hours.
10,000 hours, but that's if you don't poop or sleep or eat.
Right. You're literally, that's all you're doing. You're working on the one thing. So.
D. Clancy says, I like ghost stories, but I don't believe in ghosts. Ben Davis says, ghost touchers.
Wow. I know.
Ghost touchers.
I miss Ghost Touchers so much.
For those of you who don't know, Ghost Touchers was a bit of comedy.
Well, as a couple of characters, me and Jay DeMule, a local comedian, really great person. We came up with when we ran our open mic, the Studio Madness, out of this apartment for a while, and then we moved to 9 Wallace, and then
COVID happened.
Yeah, go fig.
But Ghost Touchers are two folks who.
Why are you saying blokes?
Get in touch with the ghosts, because it rhymes with ghost, and communicate through sexual touching.
All right, blokes and ghosts don't rhyme.
Blokes and ghosts, yeah, they do.
Blokes and ghosts do not rhyme.
They do.
I'm just gonna say it right now. Blokes, ghosts.
It's the O sound. That's what rhymes.
There's no O in ghosts.
Do you want me to school you right now?
Don't school. There's no schooling allowed here, okay? Because we are inking together, folks. All right. There's nothing to be learned. It's just enjoying the experience of
So sexy ghost touching, yeah, but they use it specifically to communicate.
Yes, because these ghosts need love too.
My mic level's low.
Your mic's level's up? Oh, wait, let's turn that up then. We'll also talk into your mic, hon.
Oh, well, it's here. It's right here.
Yeah, how about now?
I'm a little... Hold on. What do I do with my...
With your what? Sorry, there's a lot going on over there involving, a lot of hands. It's very handsy over there.
I have 10 hands.
Deanna has 10 hands.
Can you hear me now?
But a whole lot of heart as well.
Is it better now?
Is it better now?
You have the levels.
It looks good.
D. Clancy says I have so many questions. No, you don't need to know.
Oh, about the ghost touch? Yeah, well...
No, about my hands.
Oh, about your hands.
But ghost touchers, am I right?
Ghost touchers, indeed. That's one of my favorite ones we've ever came up with, actually. Enough said on that.
Slightly better. Okay, can you turn up the volume on my mic?
I'll keep turning it up. Let's see here. This should do it.
Oh, about ghosts. I have so many questions too.
Oh, you have questions about ghosts?
Yeah, Clancy has questions about ghosts.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you've had more ghost experiences than I have, actually. Where I was obsessed as a little kid with the idea of catching a ghost, mainly because of Ghostbusters. But
Is this better?
Is that better?
Better.
Well, because I was actually gonna say my only ghost experiences have been
Wait. Can we work at this microphone issue though?
Oh, it's fine. I see the levels.
Is it good?
Yeah, it looks good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Ben Davis says it's better.
Yeah.
But
okay. No, that's the thing. It's like
Thanks all.
The ghost experiences I've had really in my life have been a part of this apartment, actually. In fact, the thing I'm drawing right now, you're probably all wondering what this thing is.
Thanks, Ben.
Literally, I I had like a waking nightmare. Is that what you call it? Like it was like sleep paralysis basically, where like I woke up and I rolled over, and I saw basically a man wearing a mask like standing over Deanna, and there was like that split second where I just kind of was like, oh my god, and I was like, okay, wait before you freak out, like wait before you like jump up and like fight it off basically. And I waited, and the head like started to raise up and was floating, and like then these spider legs started growing out of it, and I was like, thank god.
You know,
it was a relief just to see that head fly away, because I was like, I can handle spider masked head floating thing. I can't handle an actual man in my bedroom standing over us, you know? That's more terrifying.
The fact that you waited, we all would have been dead.
No, I mean, like, I don't think we would have been dead. It's that, like, okay, it's a big difference between flipping out and looking like a crazy person, being like, there was a man standing over your head, and then you
would prefer that, actually.
Oh, no, you would be upset. You wouldn't be able to get back to sleep, and then it's like, I ruined the evening.
If you told me that you had a very realistic dream, I would have forgiven you for that.
All right, fair enough.
It's when you go behind a closed door, and then I'm just about ready to fall asleep. I'm yawning. I'm like, went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, whatever I needed to do to go to bed, and then you pop out and scare the living shit out of me.
All right, like, why are we airing out like my fun time pranks right now?
It's not fun. That's when I get mad.
It's a fun time prank, okay? Because you're like...
Because I don't sleep, and then I have panic attacks for 3 hours.
All right, well, I'm sorry about that, you know?
Oh, your ghost man is concerned about COVID. That's what D. Clancy says.
I mean, that's the thing.
It's true.
The ghost man...
It's very respectful.
He was not social distancing, but he did have a mask on when he was standing above us.
He took precaution.
Yeah.
Maybe we know someone who died of COVID who lived in this apartment.
I mean...
Do we know anybody who did both?
Well, the only thing that really died in this apartment were my dreams.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your soul.
No, Deanna.
Because I thought we're doing your dream right now.
We are actually living my dream. This is fantastic. Honestly, hanging out, drawing and inking, and talking about horror films is, like, my favorite. Especially with a good bunch of friends who were down just to kind of hang and, like, draw and, like...
Good buddies.
Yeah.
Goddamn good old buddies.
This is looking pretty solid, though, honestly. I wanted to do a smaller thing tonight, too, considering, well, I am sticking to, like, the prompts, doing it every night.
Looks really good.
Thank you. Yeah, I did this specifically for tonight, so, you know, we get some good line work in there. I might just kind of... I kept it a little looser, so, you know.
I'm working on a pattern. I want to get some patterns done so I can post them on Redbubble.
Oh, yeah, so you're doing the Redbubble.
Yeah, I went through and got all the sizes for the different types of products earlier, so I have some work already that I'm going to be able to use, but I want to make some more.
Yeah. Me, I honestly, like, last couple of days for me have been kind of nuts between, like, all the stuff I've been doing for Jared Logan's Stream of Blood. I've had, like, a lot of art come down from that. Very excited, actually, to do that. We also have, like, a lot of... well, we're now doing, like, weekly content for the Slanted Hallway, so definitely look out for that. We got a bunch of new episodes out. But that also means that me and Deanna have to do all the beautiful title artwork, actually, that we work really hard on for that. So
Odd Drummer Gaming says, do you still do pixel art? And D. Clancy says, doing any Warhammer art?
I am actually doing... I'll answer both of those. First, the pixel art. I do... still occasionally dabble, you know. It's definitely not that it's not my focus. It's just it's one of those things, like, I like doing pixel art just kind of as a lark, you know. I've had people hit me up for commissions and stuff on it, but
you're pretty good at it.
Yeah, no, I love pixel art in college when we I took a course on it. Basically, it was digital illustration, but part of it was like pixel art, and I love doing it. And second, no spoilers, but I have been working on some art assets with Humphrey Kerr. Very nice guy. Actually, all the Stream of Blood dudes are just fantastic. I really, I love some of the nicest people I've ever worked with, and I've had like horror story like clients in the past actually, and a lot of them have been friends. I've actually worked with friends there, and so it's like I'm not naming any names, but there was that that one college friend of mine that just was like such a nightmare a couple of years ago with it, like one thing, but that really made me swear off ever doing anything with friends again. But honestly, never say never again.
Yeah, well, T. Clancy says sometimes friends are the hardest, but I guess the boundary is if you know what a working relationship is like if you know how to work with somebody and you know how to work with a friend, it's different.
And that's the thing. Like, I have to say, like,
clearly not me. I was the bestest, is what Ben Davis said. Yes.
Oh well, Ben. That's right, Ben. I did a wonderful piece actually for.
You've done way more positive work for friends than you've done negative work.
That's the thing. It's like it really has kind of tilted. Actually, I used to do that thing of like saying like, "Hey, don't work with friends." Actually, it's kind of nice. Yeah. In fact, Ben's here. I want to show the piece. Hold up, really quick. I'll be right back.
Well, then JP says family and friends are the hardest sometimes.
Family and friends indeed are the worst. Oh, but
well, Will is grabbing his work.
It's right over here.
I have a story with a family member. He kind of pressured me to do this work. I was in a pretty difficult place in college emotionally. I didn't really have a lot of capacity to do extra work, and your dad was the worst client. Oh man, yeah.
Oh yeah, you.
Close relatives are hard because then they go, "Oh, this is free, isn't it?"
Oh, and, really quick though. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but here is that piece I did for Ben actually. That it's the original. I'm not sure if that's coming up on the camera too well. There's a little bit of a glare, but no, I love doing this piece. It was for
yeah.
But that said, sorry, continue your family horror story.
Well, that's it. I mean, I pushed it off, and then he started saying, "Oh, I'm gonna pay you.
Yeah.
And then I just didn't have the ability to do it at the time, and he was insulted because he was quote gonna pay me, but it was really low, and so finally I was just like, just take it, because like I don't want to look at it anymore. I was like, it's free, fine, just take it.
Yeah. Now that was that dragon piece that you were working on for forever, right?
Yeah, it became an emotional sticking point for me.
Oh man,
that was uncomfortable, and I also could have handled it better, but it was just unnecessary, the amount of pressure that happened over a painting that, I don't know.
It's not worth. I mean, that's the great thing about my family. They really expect nothing of me, so that counts for something.
Great.
Yeah. That said, yeah, that's, hey, it's tough, but it is like, I think that does come with time and sort of understanding yourself, where it's like, okay, that sucked. I never want to do that again. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to, make this, I'm going to draw this personal line in my head, and it's, it definitely is. It definitely comes with time, and it's like, it always is touch and go. But it's also like, it is understanding that thing of, especially with your friends who are like, like you definitely, there's some friends you have a better working relationship with. Same thing with, like, I guess family. Than you do with other friends or family. You know what I mean? Like, Alex, for instance, he's a really dear friend, and, we have a wonderful working relationship in general,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it all depends on what your line is with professional stuff. And if you can be a professional and also friends, it's hard to do, but it can happen.
And same thing with Ben, because like when I did that piece for like Strange Brew, which is it was for that show it was the Friday the 13th, September the 13th show that they had up there with what was it, Alan Richardson, and like it was actually a great lineup.
I think the key is understanding that you're not, just because you know that person, you shouldn't ask to take advantage of them.
Yeah, like I think it is like a little.
Knowing that boundary is really important.
Yeah, and I've also like it's that thing for me. Like I've gotten really good with like getting my deadlines done.
Ben says you can't spell slaughter without laughter.
You can't spell slaughter without laughter. It was a great show, I gotta say. I also always love seeing Alan up there on the stage. Oh boy, do I sound like a tired old person or what, Deanna Burke?
You sound tired and old.
I sound very tired and old, and I'm so sick and tired. I'm okay.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm hanging on there. Well, we've been doing like 2 a.m. like movie I don't know what's going on with us, but you know we've just been our sleep schedule's been fucked up, but you know
something happened because my brother experienced it, and so did a couple of friends of mine.
Yeah,
we all just started staying up late, and I wonder if it had something to do with the season change.
I think it has to do with the runes.
The runes.
The runes are not aligned. Now, if there's any wizards who are listening or watching right now, either or.
No. No requests for magic.
Oh,
we
that's
watched
right.
that movie.
We did watch me and Deanna did watch like 5 movies in one night, and one of them was like Lost Soul, which was the crazy documentary about the making of the island of Dr. Monroe. Like the 1990...
that's amazing.
1996 version with Val Kilmer and Marlon Brando, which is terrible. And Faruqa Balk. The great actress from The Craft and The Waterboy. Faruqa, I can't pronounce her name.
Odd Drummer Gaming said, we just watched Hubby Halloween.
How is that?
D. Clancy also says it's the ghosts.
It's definitely the ghosts.
It's the ghosts.
You know what? Well, I'll chalk it up to ghosts too. How is Hubby Halloween? It's the new Adam Sandler movie.
Whoa, what?
Starring Adam Sandler.
Oh no.
And all the his pals, but it was shot here in the New England area, specifically in Salem and stuff.
They went to Salem?
Yeah, they filmed in Salem for this Adam Sandler film.
And that wasn't the trailers that we saw down the street.
No,
that was for something else.
That was for something else. We tried to sneak into like a film set that they were filming at the Beverly High School. Like I think it was last summer, right?
Yeah.
It was something like that.
So close to the yeah, I think so.
I was dressed up as a cyberpunk at the time, as is,
JP said part of it was filmed in Marblehead, and Odd Drummer Gaming says, honestly, it made us laugh multiple times. We go in with no to low expectations, and we were not disappointed. It had some laughs. That's good to hear.
That's what I heard too. Like that there were some laughs to be had. So I'm like, all right, I might go check it out. It definitely seems like it has more. It seems better than The Wrong Missy. I'll just say that right now. The Wrong Missy just looked really kind of mean and cruel and sort of like, ay. I can't believe this is a movie in 2020 that we're all right. But I don't know. I guess I'm being judgmental, but I don't know. I'm just calling it. It seems like a terrible movie. I don't know. Like all the clips and all the things. It was just like ay. But that said, like I'm happy to hear this Adam Sandler Halloween thing is at least decent or like fun. I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I mean, we got a recommendation we should watch.
Fair enough.
I'm now trying to figure out what to draw.
Looking pretty solid, actually. As you can see, I'm kind of,
as you know,
doing a quick wash on that, so I'm gonna let that dry for a second.
This is the period of time where I just poop out.
Yeah, the 9 to 10 period is kind of like
It's when I just lose everything.
Usually, like for me, it's my last work block of the day where it's like I'm definitely like a morning worker, like right around like 8 I'll kind of like get out and sort of just start inking and like drawing and stuff, I actually have like a few cool pieces. While this is drawing and stuff, I could probably show off. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I have the original the narrator actually. Like here you go. Here's the narrator. artwork. Kind of made a composite of the two and kind of put them together, so that's fun. While this is drying, it's not drying fast enough for my liking, so I'm just gonna go in here with like. So it's important to have one of these. This is a paper towel. It is what brand of paper towel is this on?
What?
What brand of paper towel is this?
I think this is a Scott brand paper towel.
Scott brand paper towel. Thank you, Deanna. Just watch the tone. I'm just gonna,
What tone did
There's
I have?
a little bit of a tone when
Is there a tone?
when you said what, like I was.
Is there a tone?
I think there was a little bit of a tone, but
Okay.
hey, it's fine. I will also ask, what was it?
Good old Scott.
What was
That's
that?
what D. Clancy said.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Scott, actually, and that's the thing. We're just gonna...
Sorry.
Yeah, look at that. Looking pretty solid.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should just draw a bunch of molars.
Yeah, hon, you love drawing your teeth.
Teeth are
Oh, I
cool.
did want to ask the stream. We got invited to do a D&D like game for couples and stuff this weekend. Our good buddy Matt Barry hit us up, and I don't know what to go as.
Yes, you do. We talked about
I don't
it.
know. I thought I knew last night, and then I woke up and I was like, I don't know. So if anyone has any suggestions about like D&D classes and races to play as, go for it. My only restriction, I've already played as a rogue. I'm kind of sick of playing as a rogue, and I don't like magic.
And if we don't get back to you right away, don't be discouraged because we'll go through the chat and yeah.
So yeah. All right, now I'm going in there with the highlights with my Jelly Roll pen right here. That's the best part. We're going to bring out those highlights. So 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Here we go. Just going to go in. It's kind of, as you can see, this is the best part about doing this tone paper is the fact that, like, literally you can just sort of...
D. Clancy says, I've only played a Tabaxi rogue.
A Tabaxi rogue, okay. Yeah, see, I for years, I haven't really, admittedly, I have always kind of just stuck with rogues because, like, the dexterity kind of stuff, like, for my play style, it was always like, oh, this is perfect, but I'm kind of bored of them. I want to do something new, but I'm also, like, I have a hard time with magic. That's always been my biggest
Davis
issue.
says Paladin, and JP says Cobalt.
A Cobalt?
I think, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Paladins do magic, though. They have, like, holy magic. It would be cool to be a paladin, though, because they're all, like, they're, like, holy knights and stuff. So there's, like, a pious nature to them. So that's kind of fun to, like, roleplay with, actually. But I was kind of
D. Clancy says it was my first character, and magic stuff kind of confused me.
Yeah, I have a hard time with the magic. I'm sorry. It is, like, a difficult, when I DM, too, it's always, like, I have to, like, I do rack my head a little bit with, like, kind of like, okay, so you can't do that. Like, let me check your AC. All right, do you have this?
JP says Monk, you get some of that mobility.
That's the thing. I was thinking Monk because they have the whole key attacks things, which is kind of cool. You expend, like, key, and it's like magic, except it's like combat magic. It's like Avatar: The Last Airbender, except no, it just is. It just is Avatar: The Last Airbender. You ever see that show? You ever see that show, Deanna?
Uh-huh.
Do you like that show?
I didn't watch it enough. I don't know.
You don't get me.
I'm sorry.
I want to be an airbender.
It's okay.
You know
I'll
what?
support
You know what you are? You're like a firebender.
I don't know what that means.
Because you attack the other nations. You're mean. I'm not a child. I want to make that perfectly clear. Okay.
Okay. Oh my god, what am I doing? I just stopped. I can't. You could be a bard, says D. Clancy.
That's always fun. Because they get to play music, like a freaking lute, man. You ever see a lute?
I was thinking bard.
Yeah, because they just kind of like come in and they're like, bah, bah, hey everybody, Ba-da-da, I have a song for you in this tavern. There's elves over there, and there's dwarves in here. And you point, like, under the tables and stuff, and, you know, and you get a few dwarves upset with you, and then you're off to the races. I don't know.
Bards can insult beasts and hurt their feelings to death, which I like. Oh my god, no way.
That is fun.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, D. Clancy also says a barbarian.
Barbarian would be cool. I've been playing, like, I don't know, like, all the fight classes. Like, there's the fighter that I'm interested in. Like, there's, like, I want to try out those because they just have, like, they have their own weirder systems for, like, magic. It's like they have their own magic, but it's based off, like, turns, sort of, like, okay, you have this many points to this sort of thing, which makes a monocle more sense to me than, like, a moniker. Yeah, sorry, moniker more sense to me than
I don't think that's used.
Cantrips and, you know. Like, honestly, I just need a crash course in how that works again, because I haven't ran a game in forever either, and I just, like, that knowledge right out my head. I don't remember how to do any of that. So, like, literally when it was, like, asked, like, hey, we're gonna do, like, I was like, maybe I'll do a magic character, and I just was like, nope, I don't know. Okay, I have a first level spell, but I can't use that. Wait, hold up, I don't know. I understand there's YouTube videos that I could probably go to and, you know, answer all these questions, but I have been just drawing constantly.
I think I'm gonna take a break from drawing.
You're taking a break from drawing, honey?
Not just for a minute.
Hey, it's okay, honey. Honestly, like, and once again, if you're watching along at home, like, it's like, feel no pressure to do artwork. If you're doing other kind of work, or you're just like, if you're here for the chat, like, by all means, like, that's what we're all doing here. It's like
big old hangout.
It is basically like an art party where we just kind of hang out and we make art with each other. Or we just kind of enjoy each other's company while art is being made. As you can see, I'm putting the little highlight.
This ad, this Classico pasta ad, just watching pasta get all over that pasta. Tomato.
All right. Well, all right. That sounds like fun, I guess.
I'm gonna go play Minecraft.
Well, go play Minecraft, honey. That is completely allowed in this household. I still don't know what D&D character I want to play. There's a few of them I want to do, but I don't know. I'll probably figure it out before this weekend. I also have a lot of writing I got to get done, you know. There's a lot on my plate right now, which I am thankful for. I am thankful that, I mean, first off, it's the month of our Dark Lord Satan himself. You know, it's Halloween times, baby. I love October so freaking much, dude.
Ben Davis is pounding away at that book while figuring out which D&D character I should be.
Honestly, yeah, Ben is working on a book right now. Which,
oh, really?
Yeah, I'm very excited to hear that he's writing like a little short novel.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's really good to hear.
I mean, like, no, I honestly, like, if anything, if I could encourage anything in life, it is always like a creative venture. You know, if you're making something, if you're putting out some kind of content or whatever, I'm always thrilled to hear it. I'm always thrilled to kind of, like, you know, encourage if you are interested in doing something like that, go for it, try it out. You know, humans are multifaceted creatures. We're not just one thing. Here's the thing, like, I love drawing, but, like, I'm more than just being an illustrator. I'm also a wonderful husband to be.
Yes.
Yes, I got a confirmation on that. I'm also a very talented.
Oh, D. Clancy says our book went out October 1st and is now back to
That's
editing.
true. Check out Clancy's book. They literally just released it. It's kind of awesome.
Amazing. You want to post the link in the chat?
Yeah. Post that link up. Honestly, Ben would probably get a kick out of that. Oh, isn't this guy a little cutie? I love him.
How long ago did I cut my finger?
You cut your finger. Let's see here. When was that? What stream was that? Because
I can't remember.
literally, Deanna like
Because you want to see what it
bone
looks like now?
tomahawked her finger like on the thing.
Do you want to see what it looks like now?
On the stream?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure. Bring it over.
Because it's kind of weird.
Let's take a look at that thumb.
I can't tell if they can see.
Oh, it's on there. All right. It looks like a thumb, hun.
I don't know.
It definitely looks like a thumb.
Pretty gnarly. I can't feel it.
Hey, hun, I'm always like about whatever you want to do with your thumbs. I'm very supportive. That's the thing.
Thank you. Oh my god.
What's up,
happening to me?
I don't know, actually.
It looks swollen. My fingers swell up during the evening.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not just my thumb, but it's a little swollen.
Just a little. Yeah, and this guy is a little drippy. That's the thing. We're gonna get in the big old drips right here. Look at that. Because honestly, when this thing, once again, the relief, the elation I had when I saw this head rise above Deanna onto the ceiling, I was so thrilled that it was not a real person. I can handle a nightmare. I prefer nightmares, like, in the household.
Yeah.
I can't handle real men in my household.
I mean, that's, yeah.
Like, I've talked about you with your brother, you know.
What?
You know, about your brother and everything being in our household. I can't handle him.
I feel like that's a little different.
What do you mean?
D. Clancy says, because you'd have to show that person out.
That is true. I need to show... Good point. I need to show Will Burke out, if you know what I mean. What do you mean?
I love my brother.
Yeah, he's alright.
It's fine.
In a small amount of doses.
Shut up.
He's always coming in just being like, you want to see my VR?
Stop it.
It's fine.
Stop making fun of my brother.
I'm not making fun of your brother. I'm
You're
gonna make fun of your brother. Not doing it.
Yeah,
Folks, he's got a VR.
I feel really guilty about playing a video game right now, to be honest.
Hey, first off, here's the thing. You worked a full day of work. And I bet everyone at watching the stream too has worked a full day of work too.
Yeah,
and as you can see, we're all exhausted. It's fine. You know what I mean? The whole point of this is to kind of be free in the creative art making process. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to if you have the energy, do it. If not, we're all in it. It's a stress-free, pressure-free environment. And that's the thing. I don't want to pressure you into thinking you have to ink something this well, or you have to draw something this well, or you have to write a masterpiece. The whole point about doing these is just to kind of hang out and see hey, we're making stuff together, or we're just hanging out and talking about making stuff together,
Yeah.
We're at least in the creative mindset. And if you can't physically do it, your health always comes first.
It will.
Yes,
we have to figure out when I can interrupt you so that I don't interrupt your rants.
Oh, sorry, honey. But you wanted to say something?
No, D. Clancy says sometimes playing games is part of the creative process, and Odd Drummer Gaming says you got to take breaks to feel your art. I agree. Do you want to see my VR? No, I honestly, I'm a big advocate for taking lots of breaks and doing something different. I also happen to have an issue with guilt and not working. So if I'm not working, I feel guilty about it.
Deanna was mildly raised Catholic, and I was raised...
Not mildly.
Oh, okay. Well, she was raised Catholic.
I was raised by Catholics.
Raised by Catholics. I, on the other hand, was a wonderful Presbyterian boy, and I got to have chocolate when I wanted. But
Yeah,
I didn't really care for it, so I didn't have it.
The guilt thing is bad.
The Easter Bunny would show up and be like, hey, boy, would you like some eggs? And I was like,
yeah.
Sure. And then I would eat them, and it was chocolate, and I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah. So I wasn't raised as a Catholic, but I was raised by Catholics. So
That's true. A lot of Catholics.
They didn't insist on religion, and it's not that they dissuaded it either. I was put in this position where they allowed me to make decisions about it.
And in all fairness,
on my own. And
yeah.
I did sing in a choir when I was a kid, and I don't have any negative thoughts on the church necessarily. I mean, thoughts maybe, but experiences with churches, you know, or members of the church. There's an ingrained nature of you know, passing down the guilt. And I did write a stand-up bit about that.
That's true. No, in all fairness, too, my mom was a Catholic. My dad was the Presbyterian. So, you know, kind of had that, you know what I mean? That kind of, like, as you can see, especially knowing my parents, you understand my level of, like, guilt plus laissez-faire kind of you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but...
I'm a very laissez-faire kind of guy. I'm a guy who just...
I think so.
What's
I think
that?
You're a hard worker.
I'm a chill guy though. Like
you definitely don't have the problems that I have.
I'm a guy. You could see me with a surfboard, hun, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm just hanging out. Like I'm like, what's up? I'm Tails.
Sure.
And that's my nickname that I just, you know, because I'm just chill like that. You can give yourself a nickname. It's fine.
Okay.
Hey, want to go catch some waves? And I'll be like, you know, let's get in my dune buggy. And I'm like, do you know how to start this thing, man? It's not even my dune buggy. That's how chill I am. I stole a vehicle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm marrying you.
Exactly. I'm resourceful, man.
Wait, resourceful is not always chill.
Well, it's a chill resourcefulness. It's like, what's the word?
Okay, Tails is what Dean Clancy says.
Yeah. Hey, Tails needs to ride, and you know what? You can't handle this tail. You get off my trail. You know what I mean?
Well,
the trail of life, baby.
You tried.
I tried what?
Tried real hard.
Tried what? To do what?
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Don't you do the Linkin Park in me. R.I.P. See, all right. Now, what's happened here is I've actually used, because I wasn't really paying attention too much, I've used too much of the highlight.
No, sorry.
Right there. No. This is on me, actually, because I'm also drifting here. I probably don't have too much time, unless someone else, if someone wants me to watch me start something new, because honestly, I'm about to finish this up, I think. But I'm just going to go in here and just kind of, like, knock back some of these and layer the highlights with the black here. So I'm using this Micron pen and stuff, but I'm honestly gonna finish up in the next couple of minutes, unless I don't know. Like I got a good beat of steam. I'm not sure if I probably should end it. What do you think, hon?
That's up to you. Honestly, because I'm along for the ride for chatting away.
That's true, but it is 10, and I'm pretty sure.
Is it already an hour?
Was that?
Has it already been an hour?
It's been an hour. We did have
Wow.
some technical issues, like at the start of the thing, trying to get it started. You know, it wouldn't be a live like art stream if I didn't have some sort of issue with like getting it started. But hey, that said, honestly, we've had like a number of really great conversations. It's cool to see some Hellions showing up. You know.
Yeah, it was really
some
great.
SOBs too. Yeah, as always, you know, Ben Davis, like that's always cool. I think Alex just texted me. He said he was watching as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'm happy to hear from everybody.
Honestly, like it's so nice to kind of chill and hang. As always, if you want to like post up what you're working on, please share. You know, sharing the links and stuff too. If you're drawing or writing or doing whatever, you're playing a cool video game, by all means, like tell us about it, you know?
Yeah, in the comments, because I think the chat goes away.
That is true.
But post it in the comments if you can.
But yeah, no, this is a pretty solid nightmare creature, I think. Thank God it's not real, but it is a thing that showed up on my nightmares, as you can see. Yeah. That's kind of what hovered above my beloved fiance, you know, his head, and kind of
terrifying.
Yeah, drifted away. No, it's not terrifying, because it was like before, like it was just a dude, so it was like that, like oh my God, it's a hold up.
D. Clancy says it looks really good, and yeah, that would have woken me up for sure.
No, well, thankfully, as soon as I saw this thing float up that way, it was like, I can go back to sleep. Oh, man. I might as well just leave it on this. I'm going to keep on working on this throughout Inktober and stuff and finish it up. Yeah, it's looking pretty solid. But hey, folks, honestly, thank you for like tuning in. We'll be back next week when I'll have like another just a catch-up illustration for us all to do, you know, all to work on, like a catch-up Inktober. I hope everyone, honestly, things to plug. Once again, you got to check out Deanna Burke Art, you know.
I did put it under construction sign up.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
That just means it's coming soon.
It is coming very soon.
Which is really good. I'm really excited.
Check out my website, willpottorff.com, Instagram, all that. You know that. If you're here, you know that. Check out Jared Logan's Stream of Blood. They're doing a Warhammer fantasy session this weekend. I'm very excited to watch that go down.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It is very fun with Humphrey Kerr actually doing the what was it, the GMing. So that's gonna be pretty cool.
That's fun.
What else? Check out the Slanted Hallway. We have a new episode out this week where I actually did some heavy lifting acting on it, which
you did, and you did a great job.
It's a very different episode. Normally it's a comedy show, but we did a very different episode. So that was fun.
And my dad is on that one.
Deanna's father's on it, Carter Burke. Look him up. He's
not
around.
on the internet.
He's not on the internet. But check him out, folks. Honestly.
D. Clancy says with Gillian Jacobs.
Oh, with Gillian Jacobs. That's right. The Warhammer set, which is kind of awesome. That's really cool. What else? I think that's everything.
For now, at least.
Honestly, I'll keep everyone updated with all my art stuff. Honestly, check out my my Etsy page if you are interested in buying a print or something. That'd be cool. What else?
I'll be setting up Redbubble soon. So.
Deanna's doing her own thing too. We're rocking it, people. Honestly,
we're doing it. Everybody.
Hey, just because the world is burning down doesn't mean we can't be creative. Yeah. And I love you all, honestly. Have a good one.
You gotta think of a slogan, a goodbye slogan. We'll figure it out later.
Later,
Gator.
I love you all. Keep rocking in the free world. No, that's not right. All right, I'll see you all later. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.